Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today I will be welcoming back my friend Amy Blair of Amy's Autopsy Report from YouTube, and we will be discussing Halloween stuff. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Halloween, having some fun with that today and everything, and it's going to be pretty cool. Amy's hella cool, and I'm going to be happy to have her back on. I wanted to make an announcement. Yesterday, I was at Sinister Creature Con in Sacramento, and I met Cheryl Lee, who played Laura Palmer on Twin Peaks, and she was just an absolute angel, a true national treasure. I had such a great time meeting her. I flirted with her a little bit. I said, "What's your secret to not aging? Because you look so great." And that brought a tear to her eye, and I was very pleased with that. I was very pleased that I could compliment her like that, and I just had a great time with her. I took a selfie with her and everything. I didn't have any more money. I could have gotten an autograph too, but I didn't have any more money. But hopefully I'll meet her again in the future. But, so yeah, here's my new interview with Amy Blair.
Hey,
Hey, Amy, welcome back.
thank you.
How the fuck are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm great. Had a long day yesterday at a convention I went to, and got to meet some pretty cool people there.
That's great. Yeah, I saw some of the pictures you posted on Instagram.
Yeah, those were pretty cool. I got to flirt with Cheryl Lee a little bit. I asked her what's her secret to not aging, because she looks so good, and that brought a tear to her eye.
Oh, I've always wanted to meet her, and Cheryl and Fenn, and
Cheryl and Fenn canceled, unfortunately, and I was devastated about that. But it was also good because I didn't have very much money as I thought due to a damn overdrawn in my bank account. But
right.
But yeah, she was an angel. I'll tell you. If you ever do get to meet her, oh my God, do it. She's an angel. I'll tell you.
That's awesome.
She's very humble. But so how was your trip?
It was great. I had a blast. I went to Cult Classic Convention while I was down there, and hung out with my friend, and I met some pretty cool people at Cult Classic, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was nice and warm down there too. It's getting cold up here in Ohio.
Yeah, it's really windy right now here in California. Pretty windy.
Yeah.
So did you get laid at all?
No, I was hanging out with one of my friends down there. No, I didn't. I saw my friend Jesse from Jesse Midnight Crawler on YouTube, and a few other people. But yeah, had a good time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I actually was lucky enough to get a little action yesterday at the con.
That's awesome.
There's a poster stand. They go to all the conventions in California. I wish I could identify the name, but I can't and stuff, because I gave her my business card. She's probably going to be listening to this, though.
Oh, okay.
But, like, yeah, like, we were flirting at the last con I saw her at, and then she, like, invited me to, like, hang out with her during her lunch break, and so I did and stuff. We went into her van that she had and stuff, and next thing you know, I'm simultaneously, finger banging her and sucking her toes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was fun. So that was fun.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But so Halloween is upon us, and I'm so fucking excited about that. I love Halloween.
I know, me too.
Yes.
Me too. I can't wait.
Do you remember your first Halloween costume?
Well, I do. I don't know if I was put in costumes before this or not, but I was dressed, when I was 5, my parents dressed me up as an old gypsy woman
Mm-hmm.
with like big earrings and kind of like a cross between a psychic and a gypsy.
Wow.
And my dad actually took me trick-or-treating, and he dressed up as a gypsy woman also. So there's a picture of me and my dad getting ready to go trick-or-treating, and my dad is dressed as a woman. He borrowed, like, I think one of my mom's dresses and put balloons in his for boobs and...
Sounds like you have...
That's the first one I remember and actually have photos of, I think.
That sounds like he's a really cool dad.
Yeah, he is. But that's the first costume I remember. And then I had several others, but most of my costumes were all homemade.
Yeah. I remember my earliest one, when I was 4 years old, I was Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my gosh. I bet that was cute.
Yeah, I wore a black suit, and I had red bow tie, red lips, the haircut, everything. My brother was Mr. Stay Puft that year. He was 14. I was 4. And about a month later, I had my vaccine shots, and I blew up and stuff. Because I have a pre-existing condition called Simpson-Galabi syndrome, and vaccine shots made me bigger. And a year later, in kindergarten, for show and tell, I brought the pictures, and they were like, "No, you were Mr. Stay Puft. You weren't Pee Wee Herman." And that hurt my feelings.
Aww.
Yeah. Fucking jerks. Fucking jerks.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can remember most of my costumes throughout my life. I was a pirate for 2 years in a row. I was a clown. I was a ninja, a doctor. I was Jason Voorhees with a Dracula cape because I saw some kid do it one year, so I decided to do it next. I was Jim Carrey in The Mask. I was Jim Carrey as the Riddler. I was Beavis and Butthead. I was the killer in Scream for a few years. Then I quit dressing up for a while, and then I was when I went back to it, I was the hippie. I was a hippie from the 70s.
Yeah.
I was Paul McCartney during the Sgt. Pepper's era one year.
I was 1 year I was dressed as Jerry Garcia.
Oh my God! Did you make yourself look fat?
I put a pillow in my pants, and I had a tie-dye shirt on, and I had teased my hair way out, so it stuck way out, and then I had a gray beard and sunglasses.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good one.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a funny one.
Yeah.
And I had a guitar with me, and everybody seemed to know me.
Everybody seemed to know me.
Yeah, everybody seemed to know who I was.
Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, then, let's see, I was Angus from AC/DC a couple times.
Uh-huh.
I was John Belushi wearing a toga in Animal House. Let me think. Oh, the last couple of times, yeah, I haven't dressed up in about 3 years, and it's just, I feel like I've grown out of it a little bit, but I went to Party City during the time I was homeless because I had very little money, and I got these dollar items, cowboy hat, a bandana, Lone Ranger mask, and I was that. And the month before, when I thought that I was going to have more money, I told my now ex-best friend that I was going to be a priest for Halloween. And he told me that he was going to be a pedophile for Halloween.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But no, I didn't get to do the priest thing, so I was the cowboy. And then the next year, I was Lewis in Revenge of the Nerds when he loses his virginity.
Okay.
That was my last costume.
Yeah. It's been a little while since I've dressed up too. When I lived in California, I used to go to Halloween parties and stuff, so I'd dress up. But since I moved back here, just doesn't seem like as many people get into it. And
yeah, over here, I mean, it's a given to dress up on Halloween, you know?
Right. Yeah, and I used to sometimes go down to Hollywood too, to the massive block party down there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always fun to see the real elaborate costumes people had, and
yeah. When you
pretty cool.
Did your elementary school have costume parades?
Yeah, we did.
That was my favorite part of Halloween, was dressing up in the costumes and then doing the parade, because I'm such a ham and I feel like all the attention was on me and everybody else. I look forward to it every year.
Yeah, I always liked that, but I always liked just how it's going trick or treating, because when I was trick or treating, like they do it like now here they do it in the daytime. We don't trick or treat after dark here anymore. And so when I was a kid, we trick or treated at night.
Right.
It was dark when we would go. And I just remember trick or treating and it being super fun, and then sorting out my candies with my brother and sister and trading stuff. And,
right.
You know, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many years did you trick or treat?
Oh gosh, I probably trick or treated. Well, I always looked younger than I was, so I kind of got away with it. I would guess, I think the last time I went trick or treating, I was probably 11.
When you were 11, yeah, that's how old I was. My parents insisted I stop trick or treating after 11 because they got tired of taking me every year.
Yeah, I think that was it. And then I wanted to hang out with friends and stuff then, instead of doing that. But
yeah, the last couple of...
I still carve pumpkins every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The last couple of years that I was trick-or-treating, we went to the mall and did it. And we had a See's Candy there, and we also had so many others. And I love doing that actually more than going to houses. It got to a point in the 90s where it was nuts going to houses late at night in the dark, and you never knew like what was going to happen.
Right.
You know, and they actually felt it was safer to go to the mall because there was, less, reports of people putting drugs and needles in the candy,
Right. Yeah. I never trick-or-treated at a mall or anything. We went to different neighborhoods and trick-or-treated.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, I have to say. It was a lot of fun. Those were good times. And
yeah, the good old days.
And that last year that I trick-or-treated when I was Jim Carrey as the Mask, I went to my first and only middle school dance. It turned me off of going to dances until freshman year in high school, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I was dancing with this girl with my mask on, and then she told me to take it off, and I did, and she screamed. Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. I just didn't want to go to a school dance again after that, and then I relented freshman year, and I did. But yeah, God, that was just horrible. I thought. What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Gosh, let me think. because I am not too big of a fan of candy.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few candies that I like, but I hardly ever eat candy. I used to like when I was a kid. I used to like those little mini Three Musketeers bars.
Uh-huh.
And nobody else ever liked them, so I always got those. But I used to trade stuff for those. The little Three Musketeers bars. I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Ugh.
But I'm honestly not a big fan of chocolate to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the stuff I like is, like I like Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but there wasn't a whole lot of chocolate I really wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Three Musketeers was one of my favorites.
Yeah, I still eat those. We have this department store down the street from where I live, and they got mini Three Musketeers in the $1 section, and I get those every now and then. But the only thing I hate about it, though, sometimes I'll get it, and it'll be completely fucking stale, like light brown, like someone just shit it out,
Yeah.
I just hate when that happens,
Uh-huh.
Because then I have to either go back or go somewhere else and get something different, and I don't want to spend any more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always I've always been, and everyone in my family is this way. We've always been Tootsie Pop people.
Yeah.
It's probably the most successful candy company during the Halloween season, because they give out, I get probably up to 1 million pounds of that candy a season of Halloween throughout the world.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, because it's available everywhere,
Yeah.
And I'm also a candy corn guy too. And the funny thing about candy corn is it's like the only candy that's never been advertised. And the comedian Louis Black brought that up years ago in his stand-up.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. I actually like candy corn also.
Yeah, because it's not chocolate. It's
Right.
honey based,
Uh-huh.
and it's really good. And when I was a kid, yeah, I mean, we used to win these little Halloween treat packages in school, and candy corn would be included, a little tiny bag of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what's really good is I actually have a mix of it this year. But if you take candy corn and also peanuts and combine them together and eat like a couple peanuts with a candy corn, it is super good. It sounds really strange, but it is really good. It almost tastes like a sweet peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh yeah, those whatchamacallits, those caramels with the peanut butter in them. Did you ever eat those?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I used to get those at Halloween too. They come in they come in black wrappers or orange wrappers.
Oh yeah, I know. Isn't it like taffy or peanut butter taffy?
Taffy.
Or something?
Yes, exactly. It's taffy. It's like caramel taffy with peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Those are yummy. Yeah. I should look for those this season. I've been doing I did like a 12-day sugar detox where I wasn't eating or drinking anything with sugar, and I felt good. I thought I was gonna feel shitty, but I actually felt pretty good and stuff. And I mean, I did cheat on one of those days. I had some waffles with syrup, because that was the only thing I had for breakfast. But other than that, I didn't have any dessert, no candy, no cookies, no cake. I didn't drink any soda. I just stayed without it, and I felt good and stuff. And I look at my pictures I took this weekend, and I'm like, God, I got a long way to go. My fucking chin is huge.
Are you like trying to lose weight or?
Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight. I don't know if I told you last time we talked, I had a car accident a couple of years ago.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I had a car accident. It was pretty bad. I spent 30 days in a coma and spent 5 months in the hospital. And
Gosh.
it was alcohol induced. My ex-best friend, who I just mentioned, he was involved in it. He fell asleep at the wheel, and I was already asleep in the car and everything.
Wow.
And I was 350 pounds when it happened from all the alcohol I drank during that period. And when I woke up, I was 190, and I left at 220. My appetite had finally come back. I was 220, and they told me I was going to go through some depression from, post-traumatic stress disorder and all the anesthesia I went through, and they were right. I mean, look at my pictures. It's evident that I've gone through it, But
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point now where I'm over it, and so much good things are happening to me that I need to, take care of my body so I can, be around a long time for this.
Right.
It's just been tough, and also too, during that period I was homeless, and my mom, couldn't make me meals anymore, and I ate a lot of fast food during that period. And then once my mom and I got a place up here a year ago in Reading, we just went crazy. She made me all the foods that she used to make me, before that and stuff. Breaded meat because we're Italian, and just my mom makes great chicken fried steak and mashed potatoes and gravy and all that good stuff. And just I've ballooned up, and I gotta get back down again. But the hard part is, though, because I have metal in my leg, it's just, I can't exercise like I used to. I can't run anymore. I'm very limited of what I can do. I can only take walks, and that's about it. And I have to do a lot of walking, but by the time I'm done, the arthritis kicks in, and I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Well, I think the more weight you lose, the better exercise will actually help all that.
Right.
And you'll be carrying less weight around, and it'll be easier on your joint.
Right. The pain will always be there, though,
Yeah, but I know whenever I exercise, I was in a lot less pain than because I was in a real bad wreck too, years and years ago, and I know that when I exercise, I'm in a lot less pain if I'm consistent with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you just keep going with it, it might help out with some of that.
Mm-hmm. You look like you're a very athletic person.
Well, thank you. I wasn't always. I at one point was about 200 pounds, and I am only 4'11". You can just imagine I was pretty round, but I lost a bunch of weight, and I do try to exercise and lift weights and do yoga and all that stuff, and I've kept it off. So, But I was not always. I was pretty round at one point.
Yeah, I weighed. Let's see, I was 350 back in 2006, and my cholesterol was attacking my heart. I had to quit eating crap, so I lost 130 pounds in a year.
Wow.
And I started doing stand-up comedy during that period, and I spent more time thinking about jokes than I did about food. And I had this really crazy set schedule because I worked the same schedule at Long's Drugs Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. So what I would do is I would come home from work at 11 p.m., eat till midnight, not eat at all and then 5 a.m. I would go to sleep after drinking nothing but water for 4 hours 4 or 5 hours after I quit eating. I'd wake up at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and if I had to go to work, I would go get the two sandwiches for $5, that Subway deal that they used to have. They don't have it anymore, but I would do that, and then go to work, and then eat again until midnight. And usually when I would eat just spinach salad, and I would keep track of my carbs and stuff. I was on like a 1,900 calorie a day diet, and um, I do stuff like that. And on my days off, I would um, walk with like a walking meter to see how many steps I walked. And just drink lots of water and eat basically salad and stuff. And I hate salad, but I pushed it and I went through with it. It was pretty amazing.
Wow, you've come like a long way in a lot of areas.
I've had an amazing journey, I tell you.
You have, man.
My mom is working on a book talking about my journey. I'm not ready to write my own book yet. I'm just too busy being creative right now, and plus I want to continue living some more life. Maybe in 10 or 12 years or something, I wouldn't mind writing a book.
Yeah.
But what are your ideal horror movies on Halloween?
On Halloween Day?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, on Halloween Day, I usually like to save my favorites, and I usually try to watch The Evil Dead, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I usually watch those on Halloween. Sometimes I'll throw in. It also depends on what day of the week Halloween is on. I can't always fit all that in there because if it's a work day or something, But I also do like to watch Halloween too.
Yeah, me too. Oh my God! So I met the Evil Dead girls this weekend, and I had actually emailed them like 2 weeks ago to see if they wanted to come on the show to promote Sinister Creature Con this weekend, and they were all busy. Betsy Baker, she actually responded to me and told me that they were all busy. But then I met them and let them know that I was the one and stuff, and I'm going to be interviewing them soon, like individually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, separately I'll be interviewing each of them, and I wish I had gotten my poster signed by them, but the money issue was relevant. Or get a selfie with them. I couldn't, but I'll meet them again. They were hella cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to meet them. I haven't met them yet either.
But let's see. I met Suzanne Snyder again. Her and Grant Kramer were doing a Killer Clowns reunion. I got my poster signed by them and a selfie with them. You remember that movie, The Last Dragon?
I do, but I don't think I ever saw it.
Yeah, 1985. The guy who plays the Last Dragon, Timac, he was there, and I don't know why. The guy's never been in a horror movie ever, and they booked him, and I met him. Oh, he was a cool fucking dude, I'll tell you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and fortunately, he takes credit cards.
Did you see the movie Terrifier?
I've heard of it.
With Art the Clown?
No, I've heard of it.
I met him when I was at Cult Classic, and he was super nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty scary movie. At least for me, I don't like clowns.
Yeah. Did you see the remake of it?
I did.
Did you like it? You liked it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was better than the original. I saw an interview Tommy Lee Wallace did recently where he said he had a problem with the teenagers or the preteen kids, trying to get with that girl, and it's like that's what preteens do.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he said it drove him crazy. But I liked it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorites. I mean, on Halloween, I love to watch the Friday the 13th movies because that's what I used to do. I'll watch any of them on Friday on Halloween. The original Halloween, I'll watch. Mirror Mirror, I'll watch. I used to watch Mirror Mirror on Cinemax every year, like from like 8 to like 10 or something. For some reason, they would always show it on Cinemax on Halloween night. And did you ever see The Worst Witch?
Yeah.
God, I love bringing that up and people knowing it. I just love The Worst Witch.
Yeah, I love that too. I have not seen that in years. I need to try and locate a copy of that.
That was on all month long on HBO for like 15 years when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. I've missed out on like 3 chances to meet Fairuza Balk at conventions. I was supposed to meet her back in April. I was supposed to meet her last month in September, and I would have met her in September of last year, but I didn't go that Friday. I only went Saturday and Sunday to that con because I was trying to accommodate my friend's schedule and stuff.
Oh.
But I'll meet her eventually, and I heard she's a sweetheart. I mean, she's a freak like a lot of characters she plays, but she's a sweetheart.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let me think here. Oh my god, there's this group on Facebook. It's called Planet VHS Horror, I think it's called. And
yes, I used to belong to it.
Yeah, I'm a member now, and I see these VHS tapes that I didn't even know existed, and stuff that I used to own, and I just could not believe it. I mean, it takes me back.
Right. Yeah, that's a great group. I don't have Facebook at all anymore, but when I did, I was in that group, and I'm friends with Kyle, who's the admin of it.
Yeah, did you get tired of Facebook?
Yeah, I just kind of got tired of it, and it just seemed like it just wasn't the right space for me. I just decided I just didn't want to continue on there anymore. I do miss the VHS group, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I discovered this horror movie on there that I want to see. It's from the 80s. It's called Death Valley.
Oh, yeah? I've not seen that, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. It's got Paul LeMat, Catherine Hicks, Stephen McHattie, and Dick Richards directed it. The infamous Dick Richards.
It sounds like it could be good.
And Wilford Brimley, the oatmeal guy.
Yeah.
And Ralphie from A Christmas Story, Peter Billingsley.
Wow.
And Edward Herrmann from The Lost Boys.
Yeah, that's a loaded cast.
Yeah, I see this movie. It was shot up in Tucson, which was where I lived for a little bit. Wow. Yeah. That's a really cool group, I have to say.
Yeah, it's a big group, too.
Mm-hmm. There's Facebook has some pretty cool horror groups, and I post episodes of this show on there sometimes when I interview somebody really big. I've been interviewing a lot of big horror people since the month started. I mean, I had what's her name from Sleepaway Camp who played Meg.
Oh, Felissa Rose?
No, Catherine Cammie.
Oh, okay.
No, Felissa is super busy. She's flaked out on me so many times with being on this show. She's super busy, but she's a sweetheart. I love her. Catherine Cammie, the director William Sachs, who directed Galaxina.
I don't know if I ever saw that.
The Incredible Melting Man.
Oh, yeah.
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 He was cool. He was a lot of fun to talk to. He was telling me stories about Robert Ginty.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he directed him in Exterminator 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was a
I've
replacement.
seen that one.
Yeah, he was a replacement on that movie. Some other director quit, and William Sachs came on. He was already a producer on it and a writer. And let's see, I interviewed what's her called? Tiffany Paulson from Jason Takes Manhattan.
Nice.
She was hella cool. She should do more.
I always like Jason Takes Manhattan. A lot of people don't like that one.
It's not my favorite, but there's some good actors in it. There's some good actors in it, like Peter Mark Richmond. The guy's 90. He can't even complete a sentence, but he still does interviews, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I never heard back from his agent, but it's okay, though. If I ask him a question, it'll take him like 10 minutes to answer it. Which is sad. But I'm glad he still does it, though. And I got some great interviews coming up this week. I got Dee Wallace coming on.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I heard she's really nice.
I've met her twice. She's an absolute delight, and she tells great stories. And Stacey Travis, who was the redhead in Phantasm 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I got some good ones coming up. There's some people I'm going to be interviewing in November that can't do it this month for Halloween, like John Amplis and Brink Stevens.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got some. I'm really lucky. I got some good ones coming up.
Yeah, that sounds like a great schedule.
Mm-hmm. So I got some really good jokes for you.
Okay.
You know what a redneck does for Halloween?
What?
Pumpkin.
That's a good one.
Thanks. You know why guys like to marry virgins?
Why?
Because they can't stand criticism.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Let's see. This is my favorite joke of all time. Eddie Murphy told this joke to a couple 13-year-olds in the audience of Delirious, his HBO special back in the day. A bear and a rabbit are taking a shit in the woods. The bear says to the rabbit, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a problem with shit sticking to your fur?" The rabbit says, "No." So the bear wiped his ass with the rabbit.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I bet the rabbit died from the stink.
Probably, yeah.
He didn't have time to jump in the river.
Yeah.
And this is one I just heard, and I put it on Facebook, and everyone was just howling. Cinderella is getting ready to go to the ball, and she's on her period, and the fairy godmother gives her magic tampons, and she says, "You have to be home by 12 or the tampons turn into a pumpkin." And she says, "All right." So 12:30, she's not there. She's late. Fairy godmother's pacing around, angry, and then Cinderella shows up, drunk, stumbling, and the fairy godmother says, "Where have you been? You're supposed to be here by midnight." And Cinderella says, "I'm so sorry, godmother. I met this great guy. We danced all night. He has 2 first names and 2 last names. I can't remember the 2 last names, but his first names are Peter Peter."
Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Thank you very much. I saw your most recent vlogs. You were doing
About the Fangoria, or?
Yeah, the Fangoria and the contest thing.
Oh, yeah, the contest on my channel.
Yeah. You looked very pretty in those, by the way.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's funny thing is, though, I had to go on your channel to see them and stuff. I've been getting, I don't know if it's because I subscribe to so many channels, but I haven't been getting notifications of new vlogs and stuff.
Oh. Did you click the bell?
A what?
There's when you subscribe to a channel, there's a little bell icon. If you click the bell, you'll receive notification.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Maybe you didn't click the bell on my channel or something, and that's why you didn't get the notifications.
Okay, I'll definitely do that then, and stuff. Well, Amy, I thank you so much for your time again, and
hey, thanks for having me.
Of course. I love talking to you. You're so down to earth and so fun.
Well, thanks. I try to be.
Happy Halloween.
I hope you have a great Halloween, too.
Yes, you have a great day, and talk to you soon.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, there you have it. Amy Blair. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Amy. I love talking to you. Like I said, you're a lot of fun. And sad you're not on Facebook anymore, but everybody's got their own path, and I'll continue watching your channel and seeing your postings. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, add me as a friend on Facebook, join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes.